In June 2022, I started my journey of learning and playing fighting games, transforming myself from a spectator to a fighting gamer. Since then, I kept playing on and off, well, mostly off, and when Street Fighter 6 came out, I decided to embark on a journey that I would never dream of achieving, reaching 10,000 subs. Please subscribe and it would be a huge support to me and the channel. Thank you very much. But now it's time for a way more achievable goal, my road to master. And this is what happened. The start of my journey wasn't great, because I got the cursed COVID on the same day that the game was released, but I am determined to play something at least, so instead, I started playing the World Tour mode. And never even touched the online mode until I 100% everything. And I mean literally everything. You may think this is unnecessary, but this is the difference between you and I. I never leave things unfinished. But I have to admit, the entire experience left me a bit broken. The World Tour mode basically programmed me to play the game against many brain-dead CPUs and a lot of gimmicky fights. Neither of them are good for online gameplay. So eventually, when I started my placement matches, it went horribly, and I had to start in silver. I'm sorry, Marissa, I failed you. But I guess 10 games is all I need to warm up, because after that I went on a huge win streak to end my day in gold rank. Lost my streak the next day, but I got another huge win streak to reach platinum. All of that just happened in the first 2 days of my journey. If I have to sum up my experience in this rank, all I can say is, don't make stupid decisions. If you just wait a little bit, try baiting them. People in this rank will most likely make themselves vulnerable. But I guess some of you didn't pay $60 to block, so if you think you are stuck in bronze, silver or gold, just use your time to learn one consistent combo. Play more and you will eventually break through and even reach master rank. Because the road to master in Street Fighter 6 is about one thing: grind. Starting from platinum, there will be no more win streak bonuses, so I would have to win a lot more than I have in the past 2 days, just to get from one rank to the others. But luckily or unluckily, the rank system worked mostly in our favor, because whenever you win a game, you get 60 LP. You only lose 40 LP whenever you lose, so it's mathematically unlikely to lose a huge amount in one sitting, unless you cannot get out of a losing streak. And in between each rank, you will always need 1200 LP to advance. With that, we can get a rough idea of how long it's going to take. And if you are starting from Plat 1, the result is a lot. As for my journey, the first real challenge came at around Platinum 4, because this is the skill level where the player would know and abuse their flowchart, or relying on gimmick, so they say. Since the matchmaking system pairs you with a new opponent, most of the time, gimmicky playstyle usually results in a win against the inexperienced player. And if they figure out how to beat it, some of them will even one and done them to keep a higher win rate for their LP grind. TLDR, Honda. A more serious example, this is a random jury player. What do you think is her first move at round start? That's right, Drive Rush. It's fast and very easy to catch people at round start. 90% of the jury player just abuse this, and it is very effective against people who don't have a lot of experience. Other characters also have their own gimmick, and the few that gave me the most trouble are Juri, Jamie, and Honda. So I have to make a choice. Do I take the time to lab it or just keep grinding? Well, I did a 50-50. I just labbed the most common matchup and ignored the rest. Which surprisingly is the right choice at the time, because who the hell plays Jamie and who cares about brainless Honda? If I can win more against Ken and Juri, it's like winning 30 or 40 more matches right there. And I'm not exaggerating. With that, the road to master should be clear, right? It's not that easy. I hate grinding, let alone having the patience to lab something. So when I find out there is a lot more to grind, it doesn't take long for me to lose my initial hype, and started to slow down my progress by a lot. I only play a handful of sets every time I play, and the time I spent practicing became less and less. At that time, the decision felt right to me, but in hindsight, it only makes the grind that much longer. Is it the best way to deal with burnout? What would you do in this situation? But still, slowly but surely, I reached diamond rank. However, the lack of training is starting to become more of a problem for me. When I say I started playing SF5 in June 2022, I don't mean I play that every single day. And when I say days or weeks, I usually mean 5 or 10 sets per day or once or twice a week. Sometimes I'm not even playing for a few months. My point is, even though I have more experience than a new player, I still don't think I play like an experienced player. And this became more apparent in Diamond, because the low usage characters are all popping up around here, and these guys play way better than every player in the previous rank. Take JP as an example. Low-level JP can only play long range. They will sometimes strike fireballs, but everything is just autopilot. They don't adapt. A better JP knows to anti-air after you jump in on their fake fireball. And if you can parry a better Ken player's streamline follow-up, they know to switch it up and bait your parry. Or Aki and Rashid, a lot of them are huge rank grinder. Almost all of the users know and can convert into huge combo without dropping once. And for the love of God, I don't have the patience to play against the Jamie players who keeps walking back. Meanwhile, I still drop combos from time to time, and I'm not even 100% familiar with my own character's game plan. The only good thing is that my main Marissa is easy to learn. But that means that now, not only do I have to learn how to play against a bunch of new characters, I also need to get good. To achieve this while not spending too much time doing some actual training and labbing, I devised 3 systems to help me get into things. The first one is the warm-up routines that I force myself to do right before queuing up. Basically just to freshen up myself to react to jump in, drive rush, and many other things. Because you know, you have to be ready for the mental stack. And this is a very Ken-focused routine, so that's a small plus. The second thing that I did was to give myself a mini objective during the game. So instead of just medium punch everything, I would tell myself to try other moves, like driver's heavy punch or just focus on anti-air. It helps me to learn more about my character, or at least play differently against the same guy. But sometimes I would just keep doing something stupid instead of adapting to win the game. Yeah, I'm very stubborn. Thirdly, I don't know, maybe because I watch a lot more high-level gameplays such as Big Bird streams. With all of this random stuff that I did, I was slowly getting better. Getting better at blacklisting the people who rage quit. But the thing about getting good in fighting games is that it takes experience to get better at it. I would still have to play a lot more to be considered good. But as I said before, even if I am not very good, all I need to do is to keep grinding until it's done. However, if you are in Diamond 4 or 5, you will sometimes get the chance to play against a master rank player. One win can get me about 200 LP. If only I'm not too tense during these games, god damn it! And because they don't have any incentive to rematch, which means you only get one chance. I'm lucky enough to win 1 or 2 games, but I always felt like most of these games were winnable. This is the point where I fully understand that my road to master would be way faster if only I play better. Well, guess I have to go through the rest of the journey the slow way. And after 1000 rank matches, I finally raised enough LP to reach master rank, right before the end of 2023. Well, the game updated and I lost a lot of footage. But trust me, you didn't miss anything. Anyway, road to master. It has been done. But how does it feel? Well, mostly positive. Was I discouraged when I found out the LP system reward grinds more than anything? A little bit, but I still believe the core appeal of fighting games is still there. I enjoy the feeling of ending the day knowing that I play way better than when I started, not hitting the points requirement. And when I reach master rank, I know I did exactly that. It is the goal I set for myself when I play this game, and I'm just glad that I got it done right before 2024. But are there any rooms for improvement? 100% yes. That's why the MR system is made. But after grinding for a point system this long, I think I'll just take a break for now. But don't worry, I'll be back training for my first ever offline tournaments ahead. That would be all for this video. Please like and subscribe and also hit that bell. If you have some questions or anything you want to say, feel free to leave a comment. More videos to come, so stay tuned. And most importantly, have a great day.